All right, guys. Conspiracy corner time.
Oh shit!
My favorite corner.
CC baby, Korean corner.
Wait, is it this way?
No, this
Or
was
is it this
I was trying to
way?
make a corner.
Conspiracy corner.
I don't know.
It just turned into
This
like
way.
an L or something.
All right. So, if you've been on Twitter, you have heard of this conspiracy theory around Wayfair.
I'm not even on Twitter and I'm fucking seeing this shit.
And it's connected to
way there.
sex trafficking, pedophile sex trafficking ring,
The Wayfair is in like the furniture?
furniture website.
Very
talking
sad.
about that.
If it's true, it's very sad.
Very sad, very sad.
Why'd you sound like Donald Trump when you said that?
Very sad.
It's so funny.
If it's true, it's very, very sad.
That's pretty good.
Damn, why was
That's
that so
really good. That's really how he does speak.
I didn't realize Trump talks like a baby Bart. He does.
Very sad.
Every time that fool comes on the news, I start laughing. Like, he does say crazy shit, but just, I think my comedian side looks at him and I'm like, man, this guy's hilarious.
You know what blew my mind was his acceptance speech when he won. I thought he was gonna blunder it, cause he didn't look like he was gonna win. Like his face was like, I fucking won. Remember that?
Was it? Or was it like, they actually came through and made me win?
I thought it was like, holy crap. I didn't even expect to win. I thought Hillary was gonna win.
I like it when him and his team are like addressing like Corona issues.
Corona.
And like he's in the back, and like Fauci or whoever, they're like talking in the front. You could see him just kind of go like, fuck, hurry up. God damn, and they talk so fucking much when it's my turn. And just seeing him in the back is so funny.
I like when they're like, they ask him questions and like a doctor or someone like, hey, we're not actually allowed to speak on that. And then he comes out, he's like, no, it's this. And they're like, you fucking idiot, you're not supposed to say that.
Dude, my favorite shit is watching the people around him and their facial reactions while he's speaking.
Yeah.
They're like,
They're just kind of
I gotta
like,
cover this shit up now.
yeah.
There's that lady that works for him that like, I think she quit recently, but she was like,
His press secretary?
yeah, where every time.
She quit too? Because
Yeah,
he
so-
keeps going through press secretaries.
Yeah,
like-
because I get their job. Like, so every time she goes online, has to defend what he's actually saying, and then she's literally just like, hey, fuck, how do I twist this to
He
make
probably
it seem
gives him
good?
notes and then just fucking just throws it and says whatever the fuck.
No, if he's
You
like,
remember his notes? He had to scratch out China virus, and then he was like, coronavirus. You had to fucking make a note for that,
I didn't
dude.
see that one. Well, anyway, we're not talking about Trump, even though he might be connected. Who knows?
Could be connected. A lot of people could be connected.
Better watch out.
so Obama might be connected.
Yeah, Obama.
Everyone.
Everyone that you know that is famous in like traditional Hollywood is probably connected.
Pedalgate 2.0, baby.
Okay, so what's up with this Wayfair thing?
Okay, so someone noticed that it was quite interesting and just very, very strange that Wayfair had these storage cabinets for sale. And they, like, the name of the cabinets are first names of like people names. And these storage cabinets go for like 14,000, like 15,000,
Which are
14,000.
very expensive cabinets.
Yeah, like there's no way these cabinets are worth that much. And then also if you can see by the photo that they all look alike. Like there's no description to even justify the actual amount that they're charging for these cabinets. So someone went on Reddit, under like a conspiracy Reddit forum, and they were just talking about like, hey, isn't this fucking weird? Like,
It is.
What is this all about? And then from there, it just spread onto Twitter, and then they were saying that the original post somehow got deleted, and like all these, like it just made the conspiracy theory even more crazier, especially because Wayfair ended up taking those cabinets off the website, and people are like, what the fuck? Did we actually stumble on some real shit? Because now they're covering their tracks. But Wayfair came out and said, this is their response. They said, there is, of course, no truth to these claims. Obviously, they're gonna say that. They're not gonna be like, yeah, we are fucking trafficking children. Anyway.
Yeah, open up the cabinet just to see a couple kids inside.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Okay. So then they say the products in question are industrial grade cabinets that are accurately priced, recognizing
No, that's
that the
fucking
photos.
bullshit.
That's just double the price.
If you go to Uline, you can get a fucking industrial cabinet for like $200.
Yep. Not $14,000.
At max $4,000. If it's like super industrial heavy metal, like crazy shit.
Yeah, so then they said, recognizing that the photos and descriptions provided by a supplier did not adequately explain the high price point, we have temporarily removed the products from site to rename them and to provide a more in-depth description and photos that accurately depict the product to clarify the price point. But before they came out with this statement, there were other people going in there, like journalists that are kind of already immediately trying to debunk this without even like actually getting out any further information, but they were saying that, oh, this is just like a glitch in the system. They are probably pricing these items so high up so then they don't have to re-enter the product into the site once it comes back on the market, and they're probably pricing this just to deter people from actually purchasing
But
them.
what about the names though? The coincidental names.
Right, because then
They're unique too. It's not like Sarah.
yeah, they're really unique names. So then people started looking up missing children, and a lot of these children just so happen to have the same names as these products of the cabinets on the website. And so a lot of people that are already dismissing this story as like, that's fucking ridiculous. Why would they be selling kids in cabinets? Why is it like any one of us can just purchase it and all of a sudden there's gonna be a human showing up at our front door?
Cause ain't nobody dropping 15 G's on a cabinet. That's
Well, not
why.
just that, but then people that are for this conspiracy theory, they're saying like, well, obviously they're not gonna ship you a kid right away after you purchase this. That just gives that this probably makes you go on to some sort of list that then they could vet you out more and see like, oh, are you worthy of getting a fucking kid? I don't know. But not just that, when people were searching up the SKU numbers, like the SKU number,
Yeah.
and they would Google that into Yandex, which is a Russian web
Search engine.
Search engine, yeah.
Thank you. It's a Russian search engine, and when people are putting these numbers in, and then they put the SRC USA code, which is connected to some possible pedophilia ring, like keywords, they're finding photos of young children and like little like girls and stuff. But that part has been kind of like debunked, sort of, where they're saying that if you could just put any random set of numbers and then put those keywords in,
It's gonna show
that
up all.
it's gonna show
yeah,
up
yeah.
kids because it's that keyword.
Yeah.
That is
Yandex
connected.
just has a lot of weird, like, kind of borderline child porn shit on there all the time. Because I watched another documentary of like how a lot of predators are just using that site for that kind of purpose.
Yeah, which somehow
But
Tom
for
Hanks
this-
is connected.
From my quick little research that I did, there's two ways this can go. I'll tell you how criminals can use this as a way for sex trafficking, and I'll tell you the other evidence that I found where it kind of debunks this, right? So the one part is people are like, so if I order this cabinet, is a kid gonna pop out? Like, am I gonna get it shipped and then open it? Yeah, it's like, no, obviously, this is what's happening. In a criminal enterprise, right? Obviously, you don't wanna deal with too much cash. If a child is worth 10 grand each, right? And you're constantly churning this number out. So let's say you'll sell 10 kids. That's $100,000 cash. How are you gonna move that into the system? Meaning, drug dealers have to figure out a way to launder money, and child sex traffickers have to figure out a way to launder money. So the best way to do it is you go on Wayfair, you have a fake business, right? And then you're a cabinet business.
Yeah, because Wayfair is kind of like Amazon,
It's like
where you can
eBay,
have your
Amazon,
own,
yeah.
like, or eBay.
Right.
Independent sellers, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so like, let's say you're in the market for a kid. You come into my notebook and then I show you, all right, I have these, I have this name, whoever, which one you want. All right, I want this one. All right, well, buy this. And I know your company, let's say you purchase kids for your brothel or whatever, and you have a fake company. It's called Ninjas or whatever. Ninjas LLC, right? And then so you have your fake fucking company, and then you purchase as a write-off like business supplies. You need cabinets for your business. And then that's one sure way where a lot of criminal enterprises, they use front businesses to do transactions, but they're not technically buying a cabinet, they're buying kids. So I can see how, like, people are like, this is ludicrous. It's like, nah, not so much. If I want to buy weed from someone, like, that's worth like 20, 50 grand worth, right, in one transaction, like, how am I gonna do that? Or cocaine or whatever. Like, you gotta churn that money and you can't just deposit hundreds of thousands of dollars into your bank account and then use that money to purchase homes and things like that, right? So that's one way. The other thing is, the top left corner, that girl was already found in 2017. There's several girls that are being they're like pictures are being used as like the girls that are missing in cabinets, and they're coming out. They're like, "That's me in the photo.
That was
Why
one
the
girl,
fuck are you doing that?" Right? So there are some girls that are actually missing, and there's some girls with the names that's just coincidental, and they're like, "You're using my photo, and I've never went missing, and what
not
the
just
fuck?"
that, but another thing to point out is that like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids go missing like on the hour, every hour around the world in this country. And so they're just like, well, yeah, you're bound to have like a coincidental name that matches the cabinet to some kid that might be missing.
You know what's eerie though? So Wayfair, just the way phonetically, when they take it apart, waif means missing child, and fair means what you pay to transport something.
Shut up, I didn't see that one. But you
So
know what
that's
else?
like, so it's not spelled the same way, but
Yeah.
waif
It sounds
fair.
Wait, waif?
Fair. Waif is a missing child.
How do you spell that?
WAIF.
See how they're just right in front
So
of
it's
your
just
face?
like it's just eerie.
Sometimes
You know?
it's like that.
It's just
I
fucking
know.
eerie as
no,
fuck.
this other one though, this other one that makes me be like, how do you explain that one too? Is the fact that Wayfair employees, back when they were doing they're still doing it, the ICE children center, like the detention centers, Wayfair was supplying furniture to these centers. Wayfair employees protested against it. They were literally like protesting, like, we don't want Wayfair to be involved in this. How is there that we find out that kids are sleeping on the floor in cages, but they're supplying furniture, and also there are about 2,000 kids missing from these centers.
Centers? Oh shit.
Wait, I don't get it. Wayfair didn't want to be involved in what?
Wayfair
Wayfair was
employees.
involved. So
Yeah.
Wayfair was involved in supplying like detention centers in like Texas with furniture, so
Yes.
to speak.
Okay.
So just
Yeah,
being
yeah.
affiliated with that, and
Yeah.
then Wayfair employees were protesting it, saying
Yeah.
that they didn't want Wayfair to be affiliated.
Yeah.
But what she's saying is that
We
there's
also
still no
know that
furniture.
there are missing children from those centers. Like, it has been reported that
yeah,
children just go missing.
Yeah.
There's a link.
Yeah,
there.
people don't understand how many kids go fucking missing and kidnapped. Like, it's a lot,
Not
dude.
just that. And then this next stuff.
There's not enough milk cartons and shit to put a face on.
This next
You gotta put on
stuff.
the oat milk and almond milk too now.
Yep, all milks. This other stuff I saw on Twitter, so I don't know how like for sure and concrete this is, but there were people pulling up and looking into the background of Wayfair and its CEO, and the CEO has excuse me. Whoa.
Something Shaw, right?
Sorry, my throat. Oh my god, they're getting me!
They're getting you right now.
Dang.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You got that dry?
Yeah, it was like itching my throat.
Damn.
Okay, sorry. So they were saying that the CEO was looking into, that they had some sort of relationship with
Clintons?
Ghislaine,
Ghislaine
whatever,
Maxwell.
Yeah.
that chick. And also, if you look into who owns like the board members of Wayfair and all this stuff, apparently George Soros is also somehow involved in this. And like I said, I don't know how accurate this is, but a lot of people are like just connecting a lot of dots that were like, what the fuck? This is just too coincidental.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Did you say someone stepped down?
Oh yeah, and the CEO stepped down 12 hours ago.
What? I didn't see that.
The Wayfair CEO?
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's
if
fucking weird.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's just too much unnecessary drama. And,
Maybe he's
I mean,
like, I can't stand social media.
yeah, so it could be that,
I just wanted to
or
sell
it
couches.
could be like
Oh, wait,
I mean,
rumor
they are
debunked.
guilty. What is it?
I don't know. The
saw
first
that
headline says rumor debunked. Truth or hoax? Wayfair. Oh wait, no. Okay, I don't know.
I saw like 3 articles that said it.
Yeah,
but,
probably.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And Pedalgate 2.0. Let's see what the fuck happened,
Right, doesn't
man.
that already say it? It's like, nah, that's not child trafficking. I'm gonna resign though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What is that gonna do? You resign and then it's just like,
Like those cabinets are worth 15,000. See you guys later.
Gee, yeah. I mean, the fact that Wayfair came out and said this is priced accurately. We just took it down just so that you could get more photos and more descriptions.
Dude.
Oh, scary times, man.
So all these cabinets are just like named like just actual like people's names.
So that okay. that
13
part-
grand for a fucking cabinet? I don't believe it.
But they do tend to have, because I shop on Wayfair all the time, and there are a lot of brands that actually do name their furniture pieces like people names, and not just on Wayfair, but I've seen this in like other furniture stores, like Pottery Barn or whatever. They have. So I'm just like, okay, you can't just go based off of only that. You really have to connect all the dots.
It's just weird that it's just like the same cabinet but with different names.
And different prices.
They are different a little bit.
It's a messy
They're not
web.
the same cabinet.
Oh.
Yeah, but then the thing that makes me actually further into the conspiracy theory and making me believe it is how hard traditional media is trying to debunk it, where it's like, you're not even taking all of these like little like, I guess they might be facts. I don't know for a fact.
They're not
but
facts.
I don't know for a fact, but like little things,
Yeah.
like little things that people are pointing out that you can see, like, oh, you can look into the ownership of the company or whatever it is, like actual little facts that just end up connecting, just like Pizzagate stuff.
Or
And
maybe
how
they're doing that so
immediately-
they can distract you from what's actually going on.
What's that?
Well, I really love conspiracy theories, right? But the way that they formulate, it basically, it's like a magic trick, right? Like the way our minds work, the human brain. Like if you're not a skeptic and you don't understand how to sort evidence correctly, it's really easy to believe this shit
Yeah.
because of how it's set up. So the way that most people can kind of get tricked into just blindly believing this is the same way that you can lead someone through a gateway into a cult.
Well,
But I'm not saying that it's wrong or it's right or it's real or not. We just don't have enough evidence
look,
to
check
believe
this out.
it.
I'm gonna read this little thing where I saw this on Twitter too, and they're saying this. The problem with conspiracy theories is that there is no set of facts, no matter how solid, that can disprove them. The conspiracy theory that can always be adapted to include new evidence against it. That's why it's a fool's game to try to counter them. It's also why conspiracy theories always grow more elaborate and ridiculous over time. People who buy into conspiracy theories are falling victim to a flaw in the human brain. Human brains are amazing pattern matchers. The problem is that the brain's pattern matching logic is also really good at fooling itself.
Yeah.
Spurious coincidences become patterns that demand a story to explain them. The brain works really hard to supply the story, and once one is found, even if it's false and the brain resists any evidence against it, it's really an unfortunate side effect of the evolution of our brain's amazing visual cortex.
And we all learn in stats that correlation is not causation.
Right.
There might be a connection, there might be things that's like, oh, what a coincidence, but then we still don't know if that's what's actually happening unless we have an undercover investigation and we actually purchase a kid this way and we see the whole link of everything, and then you go, all right, this is some fucking
That's
evidence.
why I wish I had enough money where I could like
Investigate it.
test it out.
Yeah.
And not care if I lost like 15 G's just to see what the next.
But I'm saying that even if you buy a cabinet, like it's just gonna be a cabinet because think about it, right? Like
They have to vet you out.
yeah, they have to figure out. Yeah.
That's what I mean. The
I
next
mean,
step.
like maybe traditional media did do their research and that's why they're sticking to it, or maybe they got paid out.
Nah, they got paid out for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I'll believe that conspiracy more than
I don't
I
think
believe
so.
the Wayfair conspiracy. You know what I mean? The idea of media and who runs it and for what reasons. Because maybe they might not be covering child sex trafficking, but they are inadvertently covering something else using that media source. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things.
Yeah.
And
So there have been actual victims of sex trafficking that have come out and like they've spoken out. And again, this is on Twitter. I don't know how true it is that
It's
they
hella
actually
fact.
are victims. But I did see this one thread of this one person who said he was a victim saying like, you know, my dad trafficked me in my city, and like it's not that we're being sold through Wayfair and cabinets or whatever. Like there's actual sex trafficking happening in neighborhoods, and people are just so blind to the actual like reality of it. So they're looking for crazy, wild, like goose chase kind of stories where that
It's
just
usually
is
like
more entertaining.
the house that's like sketchy down the road. And they like last week they just found a house where they basically like someone called it in. There was like all the police came, but then they were like literally like hiding the kids, hiding all the adults, putting them in vans. They just took them away, wouldn't let anyone near. And then that's the last they heard of it. Like the police literally like hid the kids as they. I get for their safety too, but they don't know what's going on with it
But
now.
yeah, so then like actual victims are really upset about this whole Wayfair conspiracy because they're like, stop getting distracted. Like actually look at.
Well, you're telling people that don't understand crime, like they're just gonna go on a wild goose chase. Like they don't know where to look.
Right.